Darrell, I guess from your point of view, after some long trips away from home, it's just nice to be home now.
Yeah, no, certainly nice to be back home. Obviously a disappointing week for ourselves, but we move on to our own game. MK Dons are in and around us at the minute. The league's pretty compact and tight, other than the top two. We've got some real consistency about themselves. So now we look forward to Saturday's game.
Yeah, does that put extra impetus? I suppose you say it's on every game, but when the teams are close to you in the table, I guess there's extra sort of opportunity to move away from teams and that kind of thing.
Yeah, it is, but you just want to win every single game we play, to be honest with you. We're underachieving slightly at the minute, to be honest with you. We're a little bit disappointed where we are, but I'm an optimist, not a pessimist. So we try and kick on to the next game. Tough game, like they all are in League One, but one we look forward to in front of our own fans.
Yeah, what's the mood like in the camp at the moment?
Listen, as a manager, I've been about, well, I'm only 39, but the week varies, to be honest with you. And good runs, bad runs, you manage them all totally different, to be honest with you. But the players are a great bunch to work with. They're working very hard to put in better performances and making sure we're better all round. So no complaints in that sort of area. So sometimes it can come down to a little bit of confidence, but it's my job to make sure, like I've said before, that they can't feel unconfident. I want them out there Saturday feeling confident, and eventually your hard work pays off.
Yeah, and I guess you were just talking a moment ago about how quickly things can turn in a game alone. So one result and things can turn around quickly as well.
They certainly can. For me, you've got to. There's no magic cure to it. There's just hard work in the body and the mind on the training ground, and improving areas of the game that we need to improve on. But I'll be still saying the same thing if we was on a good run. So we've worked a certain way. We have for since I've been manager of this club, and we continue to work that way. That we don't get too down on defeats, and we don't get carried away on good runs as well. And we've had a good mixture of both over the last 3 years.
Yeah, what are you expecting from the MK Dons?
Listen, the real entertaining game at the weekend, 4-4, wasn't it? So they've got players that can hurt you. They've got experienced players. Eubanks Landell, who was on loan at Sheffield United all last year, he's on loan from Wolves this year. They've got a good mixture of players there. Like ourselves, they're searching for more consistency. So similar in that sort of mode, but any team on any day in League One can win. Yeah,
what sort of difference will it make though, having the fans, the home support? Does that really make a difference for a team in a home game?
You want to put on an entertaining performance for the punters that come and watch us, but for me, we've got to play the game full of confidence. Our record over the last 3 years at home's been outstanding, probably one of the best in all the league clubs. So we'll look to continue that Saturday. And the great thing about our supporters is they give you a right chance from the off. They get behind the lads, they do that, and then it's up to us to put on a good performance.
Yeah, it'd be fitting to get 3 points for Jeff Dunford, wouldn't it, this weekend?
Certainly would, and I'd like to say on Jeff, he was fantastic when I first came to the club, and the support I got certainly through when we got relegated and after the relegation, and he's certainly a guy that let you get on with your job and give you real good input, and my condolences are sent out to his family, and he's obviously done fantastic things for the football club.
Yeah, and obviously there will be a minute's silence or applause before the game, which is it's just nice to do that, isn't it, from the players' point of view?
Oh
as well?
No, and our supporters and our superb are. We'll give him a great send off Saturday, and hopefully we can get the 3 points that he deserves.
Yeah, and the Swindon game's been moved. How do you feel about that? Does that not make too much difference to you?
Well, I weren't too happy about it, to be honest with you, because we've got a long trip to Scunthorpe, but there's a EFL league, so we've got to move it. So it's just the way it is. Crack on with it.
Yeah, and at the moment, of course, it's a busy week now, isn't it? I mean, not just now. You've got the FA Cup.
It is. We want to. Our main aim is MK Dons. Let's try and win Saturday's game, and then we can concentrate on 3 cup games coming up. So we're going to cup competition after that. So, but for me, the main focus is Saturday. Yeah, and you have to, I guess, manage the squad slightly different when you've got a busy schedule with these 3 games. Like I say, let's take care of Saturday, and then we'll move on to the next one.